what you really want. That is, by the time people assess you from your head to your toes, and they now concluded in their mind that this is how much they can pay for you. Let's look at it, for instance, now, the issue of labor market. If they want to employ anybody, before they employ that person, the first thing the employer will look at is what is it going to be the value of that person to that organization. So regardless of the relationship, if it is a brother or sister, uncle, or no matter the relationship of that person with the employer, if he cannot offer any valuable things to them, they will not employ him. So what we're saying is this, that the most important thing in life is for each and every one of us to know our values in life, to know our worth. It is even better for you to know your worth before people price you. Because there's one thing I still want to tell us. People will always have their own price in their mind. But it is you that will now know that I want more than this. So what I'm saying is this. There's no single person on earth, no matter how big, how strong, how weak, no matter the ethnic, no matter the color, no matter the race, no matter the town, no matter the village, there's no single person that did not have a value. There is something valuable inside every one of us. It depends on us, on how we treat ourselves, on how we carry ourselves. The brothers of Joseph, they hated him because of his value. Sometimes we look at it, say, because of his dream. Well, we may look at it as his dream, but because of what they saw in his life, that was not in their own life. And there's one thing, they made one mistake. As he told them about his dream, as they are able to see what is going to become in future, they too, they have their own values. They have where they are good. It is only because they did not discover it. So the first thing I want you to do, I want each and every one of us to do today, is to discover your values. Discover your worth. Discover what is inside you. Discover that thing that God has given you that you can use better than other people. They sold him to Egypt. This is where I'm going today. They sold him to Egypt. And the Midianites, those people that bought him, they bought him just for 30 pieces of silver. Then I want us to look at it now. How do they negotiate? What was the negotiation between them? The brothers. To them, Joseph did not want more than 30 pieces of silver. And to those people that are buying him, I want us to understand today, it is not that they don't know that he was more than that. But as a very good business man, they must undervalue him in front of those people that want to sell him before they could buy him in such an amount that will become valuable to them, so that they will be able to buy him in such a price that at the end of the day, the price will be valuable to them. That is, they will be able to make profit. What I want us to learn from this is this. Before you put yourself in the market for anything, you must first understand your own value, your worth, what you value before people price you. Because let me tell you today, there's one thing I want us to know. There will always be a price for each and every one of us. There will be a price. Even if you look at the issue of labor market now, if you are looking for a job to do, you are looking for a place to be employed, the best you must do is for you to first know your value. You see, what I mean is this: know what the value you are going to add to where you are going, so that you will be able to know how much you are going to sell yourself. We are going to somewhere that your values matter. Sometimes what is inside you, that is the way people value you, the way you value yourself, your worth matters in life. When he got to the house of Potiphar, he looks at him, he bought him. I am very, very sure he too will negotiate with those people that brought him to him. Say, this is the amount that this man worth. He will not buy him at the exact value that he knows that he's going to add. I want us to please follow this message and be able to understand how we are going to live our life. He bought him, but later he now discover that this man, though an Hebrew from another land, he wants more than how much I bought him. If he wants to buy him the exact value that he wants, he will not buy him as a slave. He now said, okay, you will remain a slave, but have the whole key of my house. And he put him in charge of his house. Is it possible for somebody to just put a slave in charge of his household? That it was only the wife that he cannot control? No, it was because Potiphar discovered the value of Joseph. He discovered that Joseph, he had value to his house. What I'm saying is this: know your worth, know your value before people put price on you. You know, that was it. He got to prison. Joseph still maintained the same principle. It is not what happens to you, but what happens in you. When he got to the prison, he saw it as a stepping stone to somewhere greater, to greater place that he was going in life. He interpreted the dream of two people. He interpreted their dream, and eventually, because of what? Let us look at that. I said his brother sold him at a price that they thought that was the old thing about him. But they didn't know that his value is inside him. I want to bring this out for us to be able to know it. There is no single person on earth that is not valuable. Even the beggar on the street, they have their values. I'm telling you, no matter the state, no matter the condition of anybody, he has his value. He has something that he can contribute. It is just for him to discover it. It's just for him to know it. He was still looking for ways to sharpen the knowledge that he had already. That was the reason why he asked those people, say, tell me your dream. And they told him. He added value. Even in prison, he was adding value. Can you still remember? Potiphar gave the key of his house to him. And when he got to the prison, do you still know what happens? What happens was that the person in charge of prison, he gave him keys to the prison. Can you just imagine that? Can they give keys to the prison to somebody who is a prisoner? To that man, he wasn't a prisoner. He understood the head of the prison, the head warders there. He understood that Joseph was carrying something that was more than being a prisoner. I am saying this to you today. You may be unemployed today. That, you see, if people try to run you down, don't run yourself down. You may be working on something humble today. Maybe you are starting something from beginning. If they want to run you down, if they want to look down on you, don't look down on yourself. Know your value. Know what you carry, where you are going. What are you carrying? What you are carrying is your worth. For example, the only thing that can make you reduce value is if you compare yourself with another person. The only thing that can make you reduce value is if you now begin to compare yourself with another person, or you don't know your worth already. That is why it is very, very essential for us to know. Discover your talent, your gift, your potential is even more than becoming a PhD holder. I'm telling you, it's even more than being a PhD holder. There are so many people, they may be educated, academically they may be educated, but they may not be able to understand their potential. Such a person will become a graduate and will be working somewhere where they will be giving him ridiculous money. Whereas God has given him something that is within him that can make him be more valuable like that. Discover your worth. What is your value? What is your worth? You see, another thing is this. If you are somewhere where they are undervaluing you, you must be able to know that you don't have a reason to be there. If you are somewhere that they don't need you, they are just managing you, you must be able to know that you don't need to be there. Why? You must be where you are adding value. Where you are adding value means where you are contributing something. You see, the reason why so many people are suffering in this world today is because they don't know that thing that God has given them to use to add value to the society. I still want you to know, nobody is interested in your race, nobody is interested in your ethnic, nobody is interested in your color, nobody is interested in your gender, either female or male. People will seek the help of somebody that is ready to add value to their life. Can you just imagine Joseph, an Hebrew, becoming a prime minister in Egypt? We still have many Nigerians, many people from Africa, they are in America, they are in London, they are in Germany, they are in high positions. They are doing a lot of great things that even, you see, they are enjoying so many things that even the citizens of those countries we know cannot enjoy. See, I want to say this to our people in diaspora. If you are traveling from your country to another country, don't go without discovering your value, your worth from your country. If you are leaving your country, you want to jump back to another place, you must be able to know from the beginning, what are you going there to contribute? Joseph went to Egypt with his dream, and one day Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, needed somebody to interpret his dream. Can you still remember? I still want to tell you that you must be able to discover your worth, discover what you are going to use to add value before you travel to anywhere. I hope you have gained tremendously. I want to humbly appeal to you to kindly subscribe to Lim TV Plus for more.